Howdy y'all.
Hi guys.
It's Ryan.
And Angela.
From Vintage Motorcycles.
Yeah, neither one of us are wearing RNA stuff today.
We're from RNA Music, your favorite mom and pop guitar shop and music lesson studio deep in the heart of Texas. That's where we're at.
Yep.
Texas trucks everywhere outside. Sorry about that.
Wow.
It is what it is. All right, and we are here to answer questions with another episode of Ask RNA.
Yes.
Episode 273,000.
Something like that.
And we're going to get right to it. All right, y'all, welcome back. As I said, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Angela.
We have a little music shop in a small town in East Texas where we teach music lessons to the children. And adults.
Yes.
Beginners. And we also have some guitars and stuff. Little mom and pop music shop business is what we do.
Right.
And we answer questions once a week from the viewing public all over the world, all over this dang planet. Existence thing.
Yes.
And today we're going to do that again. And we're going to keep it concise. It's my new mission in life, is to be concise. You're looking at me like you don't believe me. And I can understand why. We're doing this concise. First question, Anthony Thornhill. Hey Ryan, any idea how you would clean a gig bag? I kept a bunch of my guitars in a friend's basement while I was moving, and unfortunately she is a smoker. So I have the smell and dust. They are too big for my washing machine. Ooh.
Yeah.
Great questions. Any tips there, Angela Saucerus?
I would vacuum it out really well. Maybe spray some Febreze on it. Because if it's not stained, but it's, just stinky.
Stank on it.
I would get a vacuum cleaner and do the brush attachment and vacuum it off so you can get all the dust off of it. And then maybe do some Febreze, or you can get like a lint roller and then spray it with some essential oil Febreze. But I would set it out maybe in the sun or somewhere where it can circulate and air can circulate, so it's open, and maybe hang it up. Or it's just kind of hard. I don't know where you're located. With it being cold outside and kind of snowy in some places, it's a little hard to get the good sunshine heat on it that would cause the kind of air out the smell. But that's what I would do. We did that kind of stuff to mattresses as a kid. We would just pull them out to the back porch and let the sun sit them in the sun and let them aerate a little bit.
Let the nuclear power of the sun
sleeping on the bed, and things that happen when little kids sleep on beds. So we would do that, and that would help out a great deal. And my mom would put baking soda on it, baking soda on it, and then vacuum up the baking soda after, because it absorbs. It's an absorbent. You put it in the fridge to take the smell of fridges out, and so it does that. So you might think of that. I would test a small area depending on the case, so it doesn't eat away or destroy the fabric. So that's what I would do.
All right. You could go to a commercial laundromat, because there they have different size washing machines. They have big old honking washing machines where you can wash a king size comforter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you could go to a commercial laundromat.
You just have to be really careful with those things because they run hot, or they
you can set it. You can set it, for warm temperature. And so you could wash it in a industrial size washer, like at any coin laundromat. You could go do that.
Yeah.
I would not put it in the dryer. You don't want to put them in a dryer, but you could wash them.
Right.
Another thing you could do, and we recently bought a steamer.
Yeah.
It was like $19 or $15 at Walmart. I got some clothes that you don't really want to wash in the washing machine. I was like, well, how do you clean that? I'd be like, with a steamer. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Put
distilled water in it and you steam.
Yeah.
Steam clean it. So you could do that.
Yeah.
And see how that works, but
you don't necessarily want to wet the smell, because sometimes it depends on if you have anything in it. So if you do like a steamer, I would put maybe some essential oils in the drops in the water.
Maybe they got some Febreze.
And it'll naturally make your stuff
dissipate
smell better. because that's usually like with smokers, it's hard.
Yeah.
And with dust, because smoke, the nicotine in a cigarette smoke, it turns tacky after a while because there is tar in it, and dust adheres to it. So you might want to kind of break it up with some misting of what he said, steamer. The word just left me. Mm-hmm.
Steam that mofo.
Yeah.
Steam it. All right. So there you go, Anthony. Give those a shot. I actually tried to look up some videos how to clean a gig bag. I found 2 videos. Ooh. And they're both like not that great. I'm like,
yeah. Maybe this is your thing, your chance to
make a YouTube video.
Share to the world how to do this.
That would be great.
Yeah.
If you do that, send us a link, Anthony.
And
all right.
Tag us in it.
Next question. Thank you so much for that. Next question. Walking Dead 1369. Hashtag Betty Davis. Hashtag Poop Rat. Because I can't let that one go.
Yes.
I think we're far enough out for spoilers on this one. What are your thoughts on Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings? Personally, I thought Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in a Marvel universe, it was okay, but nothing spectacular. Also, have you watched any of the Wheel of Time series on Prime? Ooh, good questions. Okay. Hashtag potential spoilers. We're about to talk about the Marvel movie Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. You have been warned. Spoilers. What'd you think?
I didn't care for it. At all. It was too funny. It was too childish. I love the fight scenes, but I would, like you said, I would rather have watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or many other martial arts movies with
Hitman,
Kung Fu. The storyline was so bizarre, and I don't know the true story of the whatever the master, whatever he was his father.
Yeah, I don't know.
The guy, the Mandarin that they made fun of in Iron Man 3 or 4, whichever one it was. It was just too. It was very Dragon Ball Z. It felt like it was, like they were trying to. It reminded me of the Pokemon detective. It was
with Ryan Reynolds.
But with Kung Fu.
Yeah.
It had that same feeling to it.
Yeah, because some of the creatures at the end of it were kind of like, hey, it's Pokemon.
Yeah,
it was Pokemon.
100% like they walked into the Pokemon universe and finished the movie in a Pokemon universe.
Interesting.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm okay. And for the people out there
we have
who
friends
compared it to Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Not even close to Black Panther.
Just that look. That's all you get.
We have friends who saw it and they're like, dude, it was amazing. It was the best Marvel movie. I'm like, really? Whoa, dang. Well, I kind of was like not super hyped to see it.
Because there's been some pretty spectacular Marvel movies.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch Thor Dark World. Personally.
Oh,
but no, it was okay.
The potential of what they could have done with the amount of talent that was on the casting.
Yeah.
The cast was talented martial artists and actors in the Asian community. It was just, it did live up to the amount of talent that they had. To me.
It was okay. That was kind of like, oh, it was all right. I mean, I don't regret watching it.
Yeah. Do y'all remember that? Do you remember the Jackie Chan cartoon? Remember the Jackie Chan cartoon?
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of.
The animated
live action Jackie Chan cartoon. Because it was just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you heard The Wheel of Time? That was the other question.
I keep seeing people talk about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
What's it about?
It's like a coven, and there's this dark Satan type.
I keep hearing people say it's like what was the big thing on HBO with the dragons?
Game of Thrones.
There was it's like Game of Thrones. I'm like, oh,
but like more witchy poo. It's more witches. Yeah, and no. There's certain things that I just don't like opening up doors to, and that's one of them. It has too many telltale signs, so it might be a good storyline, but no.
What have we been watching?
I finished up Lost in Space. Aiden and I had been waiting like 2 years for that to come about, and it ended pretty well for what it was.
And
you have been watching He-Man.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
You've been watching Yellowstone.
No, we've been watching, because I haven't watched it again since you watched it with me.
We have watched 1.5 seasons of Yellowstone.
Right.
That's our newest thing.
Yes, which is basically like a Dallas reboot.
It's like watching Dallas
cowboys.
from the 80s with more swearing.
Yes, with more cowboys, like actual cowboys, than wannabe.
Real cowboys.
Right.
Yeah. Not
Dallas billionaires.
Cowboys.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. There you go. Thanks for the questions, Walking Dead. Shang-Chi. It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It's like the Oklahoma of Marvel movies. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Next question. Jack the Rabbit. Question. Does Angela write / sing her own songs? If so, does she ever share them here on the YouTubes? Oh my goodness, Ryan. I hate beer too. Yuck. I know, right? I don't drink alcohol, but I love me a tall, cold glass of non-alcoholic eggnog during the holidays. Hashtag Betty Davis. Peace, y'all. Yeah. Eggnog is my kryptonite.
That is.
I love me some nog. Non-alcoholic. I don't want any booze in my nog. I just like the nog.
He doesn't like the rum.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
I don't want.
That's what Grandma used to make.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Your grandma. Not my grandma, because my grandma loved Jesus.
Yeah, my grandmother didn't.
She did not. She loved the rum. Why is the rum all gone? Your grandma was a pirate.
Yeah, she was.
Your white grandma was a pirate.
Yeah, my white grandma. Right.
White. Let's
right.
clarify.
They didn't drink eggnog on the other side.
I love me some nog. I have, in the last 2 years, I've had to find some very low-calorie recipes for nog. I have, because it's like 10,000 calories for like a cup of eggnog.
Right.
It's like insane if you're trying to watch your weight.
Yes.
But I figured it out. Anyways, Angela, do you write / sing your own songs? If so, do you ever share them on YouTube? If so, every freaking week.
Yes.
Like literally every week.
No, I do not. I've thought about it many, many times, especially with Ryan and Paul creating music, because I can write. Like I used to write a lot of poems and
you
stuff
write
when
silly
I was a
songs
kid.
with your ukulele kiddos.
Yes, and I can off the cuff just write stuff. But I have not yet. That is on a list of many things I would like to accomplish before I leave this plane of existence. But
it's down the list.
Yeah, it might be like 4th on the list of things that I would like to do before. But no, I don't. But thank you for thinking or asking if I did. I appreciate that.
You should. You could. And should.
Yeah, we'll see.
Thanks for the question, Jack. Next question. Grungy Goth. Hashtag KTMA. Hashtag Betty Davis. You should definitely come here to the UK. We need some Texans. I need to get ready for our tasteless food. I'll be cooking up some traditional. Ha ha ha.
He said that we did not.
Right.
He said that we did not.
Yeah. Chris called it tasteless food.
Yes.
Chris, who lives in the Englandshire, called it tasteless. Not
we
me.
Say that.
I'm sure it's quite tasty. Someone else said something about fish and chips. I'm like, if it's fried, fried fish and fried, French fries. I guess they're not French fries in England. They're chips.
So
but
they have
fried,
like chips.
like the French.
They have like, I'm gonna call them French fries because that just makes
That's
sense.
what we call them. Fried potatoes.
They make sandwiches, like white bread, French fries, ketchup, white bread. Like sandwiches. Do you do that? I've watched that on TikTok. Like that's
chips,
a thing.
Sandwiches.
Or like fish fingers. Like.
Yeah, because chips are crisps.
Yes.
A crisp.
So I think that's interesting that a lot of things that y'all make a lot of stuff with white bread, and their white bread is like Texas toast.
Like a white people bread.
It is like thick toast.
The whitest
bread.
people living in.
And their biggest thing is toast with baked beans. That's a big thing over there. So.
Beans on toast.
Which, is not too far from stuff that we've had in America with
beans.
We would have bread like toasted, sometimes Texas toast, and we would put ranch style beans on top of that because they have like a spicy chili taste to them.
Ranch.
And we would do that whenever we didn't have a lot to eat. We would make those kind of sandwiches. So
and he says, new question. Does what goes around really come around?
Yes.
That's the question.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it do.
Everything.
Eventually.
Maybe not in a very fast pace, but everything is cyclical in this world. Everything is cyclical.
Karma is real.
Yes, it is.
Whether you believe in karma or you believe in sowing and reaping.
That's the biblical sense of it. Is you get what you sow. You sure do. Whether it's either out of your children, out of your marriage, out of your pocketbook, out of your workplace, whatever it is, whatever you sow, you're going to reap.
If you plant anger and hatred, you're going to reap some anger and hatred.
Yes, if you sow kindness, you will reap kindness.
Yeah.
So watch what you sow.
Yeah. So yeah, we believe it does. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it takes a while. It takes a while for some folks to get their comeuppance.
Yes, sometimes it's generations later, and then, you know.
But it happens eventually.
It sure does.
Thank you for the question, Grungy Goth. Next question, Fat Philosopher, hashtag Betty Davis. Ryan, let's rate active pickups this time. EMG 81 versus Fishman Modern versus Seymour Duncan's JBSH4 versus DiMarzio Super Distortion versus Bare Knuckle War Pigs. Okay. I left a comment on this when he left it because I'm like, well, I haven't actually played all of those pickups, so it's hard for me to personally rate them. Mm-hmm. But I will share what experience I do have.
Okay.
I have played a fair amount of EMG pickups.
I feel so low.
So
that's why. Look, I just went like almost a
You just grew like 2 inches.
I went from like there to there. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. There, that's better. I feel like I was going like,
yeah. What else?
It's the land of the Amazonians. People don't really know this, but Angela's actually 6'5".
Yes. So. Shh. You're not supposed to tell people.
I'm only 6'2".
I don't think anybody on this list has actually seen me in person. Have I met anybody in person? Nope.
There are a couple of commenters who have seen us in person.
Yeah.
So I have played enough. I've played a fair amount of EMGs.
Mm-hmm.
I have played some.
You're too low.
This is what real life looks like.
Okay.
We are shattering the illusion. People don't understand. I'm actually 5'2".
Yes.
I'm just a wee little man.
And I'm 6'5".
And you're 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
I have played some Fishmans, and I have played some active Seymour Duncans. I have not ever played any bare knuckle pickups. I didn't know the War Pigs were active, honestly, and I didn't know that the DiMarzio Super Distortions were active. But of the ones I have played, I do not care for the active Seymour Duncans. You're right. This is.
I know. It's like it's weird looking at you.
This is awkward.
Okay.
I have a guitar with the active Seymour Duncan Blackouts. I don't like them. They're almost like too hot, but like in a bad way. Like they definitely overdrive the amp too much, and it's like, EMGs are kind of hot, and if you hit really hard, they really kind of overdrive the sound a little bit, and some people don't. But you can also dial back the volume and lighten up your picking and get a nice clean sound out of some of the EMGs. And the particular set of Seymour Duncan actives I have, they're in one of my Schecters. I'm like, it came that way. I'm like, I don't like these. These don't sound good. And so they're down on the list for me. I'm going to say EMG is in first place for me personally.
Okay.
A couple of guitars I've played with the Fishmans. They're okay. I mean, they were like, all right, yeah, that's okay. It wasn't like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing. Fishmans are amazing. Whoa. Because that's the hype. Everybody's like, oh my God, Fishmans are the most amazing active pickups ever. And I'm like, all right. I have a friend, Truck Driver Sean. Truck Driver Sean came in and he had a guitar with Fishmans. And I was like, oh, let me test them out. I was like, nah, it's okay. They're all right. They weren't horrible. I like the Fishmans better than the Seymour Duncan actives. But I was like, I don't know. I like my EMGs more. So, never played on what you call them, bare knuckles. I would like to test them, but I get the feeling that because they're expensive. The bare knuckle pickups, hand wound with pixie dust and magic sauce in England. They're made in England, and they're quite pricey. And everybody's like, bare knuckles is the greatest thing ever. I'm like, is it, or is it just expensive? Because sometimes it's just, you want to believe it's super amazing because they're expensive. But I don't know. If Bare Knuckle wants to give me some to test out to change my mind, I will test them. I'm sure they're fine, you know. And there's a lot of bands that use, you know, the Fishmans and the Bare Knuckles, and they make great stuff. But recording an album, there's so much more that goes into it. The amplifier and the EQ and the post processing, you know, all that stuff. And you know, I don't know that it really matters, but. EMG's number 1. Everything else is in last place. There we go. Comment of the day time. This is where Angela writes a song.
There you go.
Angela's going to write and sing a song for you right now. Right here, right now. Comment of the day.
Okay.
Comment of the day. So, we're going to write a song on the spot, and Angela's going to sing a comment from last week's video that I thought was particularly fun or interesting or neat or something. In this case, it just made me hungry. So we're gonna write a song on the spot. No idea, no preparation.
I'm still trying to read through.
I've had zero thought about what I'm gonna play.
Okay.
I like that.
It's always so sad.
I'm a sad, sad man.
Okay.
I'm a sad, sad sack of music. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh,
ready?
Okay. Here
ready?
We go.
Here we go. I think here's what we're doing. Sorry.
It's really loud.
Sorry, I'm playing too loud. I'm overdriving the microphone.
Yes, you are.
Let me back that off a little bit.
You might need to just do your finger, not a pick. Pick. There you go. Yeah, that's more like our talking voices. There you go. I don't know what to do. Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna go to this chord sometimes too.
AC/DC. Casting crowns. Okay. Pedro, I haven't had chicken fried steak in a long time. Got me craving it now.
Betty Davis.
Betty Davis. I don't know. There you go. That was horrible.
This is Angela's guitar, by the way. It's lovely Yamaha acoustic and sunburst. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. P-draw or Pedraw. I haven't had chicken fried steak in a long time. Got me craving it now. Betty Davis.
Yes.
We had chicken fried steak. What night was it? Sunday night?
Mm-hmm. It was
we
good.
didn't have it the night of the Ask Carney last time like we intended to.
Because we had a lot of family over, and I was like, I'm not making chicken fried steak for 15 people.
Yeah.
So
you just need to make 4 chicken fried steaks.
I can buy a 4-pack and a couple of potatoes, and we made some macaroni and cheese, and I made homemade gravy, and it
was amazing.
Yeah, it was good. So
I'm really dang hungry now.
It was good.
Thank you, Pedro. Chicken fried steak. All right, next question. Jeffrey Egan, hashtag Betty Davis, Bam Lamb. Totally agree with the Angela's rankings, but Annie Lennox really a dance diva. All right, let's get the question.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of root beer floats, favorite brand of root beer? ? They are making Frost Top again. I remember getting that at the root beer stand in the frosty mugs. Y'all have any or remember any drive-in root beer stands? Any update on the RNA CMG guitars? Hashtag KTMA. Hashtag I just ordered a piece of crap Gibson. Jeffrey Egan just ordered a piece of crap Gibson.
Oh, man.
Sorry, fat philosopher. I don't know Frost Top root beer.
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
Frosty.
It does. It sounds awesome. But we have, remember the place in, what?
I don't know. What place?
In Tulsa. I was like, what?
Oh.
What are you about to do? I didn't know what was
Would
happening.
you like to know?
What's happening? In Tulsa, remember that little place that we went to?
Oh,
in,
yeah.
Like downtown Tulsa? It was like
Like a little, it's like
yeah.
It's like a taco shack.
Yeah, it was like this little bitty building by this like mom and pop place that was
Really
like
small.
open since like the 1930s or
Yeah.
something, or 40s. And they made their own root beer. It was like homemade
Homebrew root beer.
sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparillas.
It was
Was it just a
really
root beer
good.
place? Or did they have burgers?
They had burgers too.
Okay, yeah, that's
you remember we had we shared a burger because we didn't know because it was kind of
What if it's
expensive.
crap?
Yeah, and we had the boys. And the boys were really little, and we didn't want to like buy a whole bunch of food and it not be good. And so we had a root beer each. I think maybe Aiden or Nicholas had one, and then because they had glass bottles.
Yeah.
We saved that glass bottle for a long
I
time.
completely forgot about that.
Oh my gosh, it's branded in my brain. I've always wanted to go back to Tulsa. I just don't know that northern part of Tulsa that well for me to drive up there. And last time we were
Slightly
there,
sketchy part of Tulsa.
slightly. So we were, and last time
That's
we
where all
were
the good
there,
food
it
is.
was
The
our
good food's
20th.
always in the sketchy side of town.
It really is. And the last time we were there was for our 20th anniversary, and I thought about it whenever we were there, and before we got doing things, and I just completely forgot.
You should have said something.
By the time we left, it was just like not even in my wheelhouse of memories. But yes, we've had like
Tulsa root beer.
Tulsa root beer is a mom and pop place. I don't know
I don't know what
it
it's
was
called. We'll have to Google it.
at all, but that has always kind of been like on my brain because I love root beer floats.
What about on a regular day basis though here in Texas?
Yeah, no, there's no.
What do you like?
What do I like? Like what?
What root beer do you like?
A&W. That's
like the Dr. Pepper of root beers.
yes. I prefer.
They're like the Coca-Cola of root
Barks.
beers. Ooh.
Because Barks has a
bite.
Barks, because root A&W is like a really soft. Mug is even softer, which is so weird.
I don't
It's
like
almost like
mug
it's
root beer.
It's almost like it's stale, like it's flat. And then, but
Like
Bark,
it's hot garbage.
Yes, Barks is like the Coca-Cola of root beers. It has that real strong acidic bite to it and real good carbonation. I haven't either, which is weird. I don't know. Anyways, I would prefer Barks with vanilla ice cream, hands down. But our go-to is always A&W.
Well, A&W is readily available here.
And they have food places you can go.
Oh yeah. You can go to a restaurant like, I have a root beer. It's usually A&W. Or it's my preferred root beer, which is IBC root beer.
Yes, IBC. That's right. Don't see a lot of IBC anymore.
Yeah, well,
It's
IBC
always
root beer
glass.
only comes in a glass bottle.
Right.
They don't have cans
Right.
or plastic bottles of IBC root beer. You have to get it in a glass bottle, which is what I like.
I'm sure Brookshire's probably carries it.
Probably. They're fancy like that.
They have that obscure brand that's like a Texas member. We
Oh,
tried
yeah,
a whole
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of different
Oh, yeah,
flavors
yeah.
of like 7
If
Up.
you go to
being type-
HEB
Yeah.
in Central Texas, you know, they have HEB has quite the selection of fancy root beers. But I like IBC. Barks would be number 2 for me. I always forget about that because I actually haven't seen one in a while. And A&W, I'll drink them.
When we're done here, let's go.
Let's get a diet. They don't make a diet Barks though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's got to be all diet. They do make diet A&W though.
Yeah.
So there you go. I don't remember. Well, the only root beer stand is that one in Tulsa.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think I've
And
ever
they
seen
have an
one.
A&W restaurant where you can get floats. It's usually next to like a Captain D's or
Yeah.
it's usually like adjacent. It's like they share the same building, but yeah, we have an A&W restaurant here in
Yeah,
Texas.
they have those.
Just not local.
Yeah, I think there's one in Terrell,
There's one in
Texas.
Tyler.
In Terrell, home of Jamie
169.
Foxx.
There's one there right there for that Walmart.
There you go. All right, you guys, tell us below in the comments section, what is your favorite brand of root beer?
Yes. Let us know.
What's your least favorite brand? Let us know that too, because we got to know. We got to know what to avoid.
Right.
right.
Everybody's like A&W.
A&W. A&W sucks ice cream. It's horrible. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
It's the Walmart of root beers.
Truth.
A&W. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. Next and final question. So excited. Brian Strasser. Comment. Question: what are some of the crossover artists, country or rock, or vice versa? Hashtag sassy truck. Hashtag Betty Davis. Okay. What are some of the crossover artists, country to rock, or vice versa? Okay. Do you know crossover artists?
Other than Hootie and the Blowfish guy.
Yeah. Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker. Mm-hmm.
Darius is the first one that I think of. And now it's funny.
First.
Because if you're at least our age or older and you say Hootie and the Blowfish, you're like, oh yeah, those guys were huge. Big hit songs. A lot of my students, I'm like, yeah, I've had a bunch of kiddos I've taught to play the Darius Rucker version of Wagon Wheel.
Yes.
Darius Rucker Wagon Wheel.
Yes.
Super popular, crazy. And I'm like, hey, we know Darius Rucker. You know, he was in that band Hootie and the Blowfish. And they're like, what? The kids are like, the what? The what?
What'd you just say? It's like you had a stroke.
Who in the what now? Hootie and the Blowfish. Hootie and the Blowfish. It was a band in the 90s. And like, #1 hit singles. And they're like, I only want to be with you. And they're like, no. Kids today have no idea about Hootie and the Blowfish.
No, they don't have.
They think Darius is a country guy. I'm like, well, he was kind of a pop rock guy first. So, you know, there was Chris Gaines.
Yes.
I never listened to any of his music. No idea about Chris Gaines. Garth Brooks' alter ego.
Yeah.
He experimented.
Never did when he had that like emo.
Emo. It was like emo Garth Brooks.
He was looking between the.
Yeah. That was a wig.
I know.
What's he think?
He's been bald since the 80s.
Hey, what are you gonna do? That's what cowboy hats are for.
Yes, exactly.
I can't think of anybody. I know some guitar players.
Was there a couple of rappers that did that?
Kid Rock.
Yes.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock made some country stuff, I guess. I don't know if he was successful at it.
No.
But I feel like he did.
Yeah, because he did a couple songs with Sheryl Crow.
Okay.
Where he was dating her.
Because he was kind of always dabbling in the southern rock. Like,
right.
You know, Allman Brothers-y kind of thing. It's a fine line between southern rock and country, I guess. Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard
I never listened
Darius
to Kid
Rucker
Rock.
country songs. I have never heard Chris Rock doing country.
You said Chris Rock?
Chris Rock. I've never heard Chris Rock do country either.
I wish I could do like Chris Rock impersonation. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know. This is country.
Kid Rock, Chris Rock, basically the same guy, essentially.
It's crack-a-lackin'.
Anybody else? Has anybody crossed over from country into rock and made it? Like started as a country artist and then went more rockin'?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think that, well, a lot of them seem to be dabbling in what they call it, bro country.
Bro country.
But they have like a little bit of rap.
Oh my gosh.
They're adding a lot of urban-esqueness to them.
I can't even with that stuff.
Steven Tyler crossed over a couple
times. Oh yeah, unsuccessfully.
Yes, he had a country album.
He tried. Oh, what's his face from Backstreet NSYNC? Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
He did it. He tried his hand at a country record.
Yeah.
I
think it was mostly like collaboration.
I did not listen to that either.
No, because he tried to do what is it, Tennessee Whiskey.
Oh.
He did a duet with what's his name?
Chris Stapleton.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Stapleton's good.
Yes.
Like that voice. Guy.
I like his voice.
I like him too. He has a beard.
But he has that really old soul about him. That's what makes him so great, because you feel like he's been around forever. You know,
he has a beard.
But he has that sound to him that's just that you want to hear from country music. I like that. Yeah,
he's good. I've heard that name a million times. But I haven't really listened to his music until like I had kiddos like, hey, can we learn this song? I'm like, yeah, let me check it out. I'm like, oh, it's Chris Stapleton. I'm like, let me. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, he has that real good voice.
He does, and he has a beard.
He has that love making. He's that good. You know, you can just listen to it on day night and be like, okay. He does. He just has that voice.
He's the Barry White of country.
Yes.
Is that what that is?
My darling.
All right. play some Chris Stapleton tonight.
Oh my god. And done.
I just
Oh my gosh.
crap. I can't even remember. I just learned a song too.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're gonna sing it to me? Oh.
Yeah. I don't know that anyone's done it successfully. I think Darius Rucker's probably the most successful at moving
Consistently.
from one genre to the other.
Right. But it's not too big of a leap because
Hootie
Hootie wasn't like hard.
It wasn't like
It was-
Megadeth.
Right. It wasn't rock.
It was very.
It was pop.
It was very.
Pop.
Yeah.
It's soft
Very
pop.
soda pop rock. Mm-hmm. Very chill. It wasn't hard rock.
Like he was like almost like to me is like Mr. Sandman, you know, like dum 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 dum. They're like Hootie and the Blowfish of that era was kind of like that of their era.
I know that one.
No, not Enter Sandman, Mr. Sandman. We're gonna get demonetized. Stop it. And I make a baggy I'm trying to cover it up. All right, that's enough. Thank you.
She's a country version of
Yes.
Enter the Sand. All right. I don't know. If you guys and girls
We spent too much time on this.
have any, are there any female artists that have transitioned from country
Not
to
that I
rock
can
or
think
pop
of
to rock?
off the top of my head that I would actually listen to.
I know some guitar players, not singers, but I know some guitar players who were in like some rock
Would Kelly
rock
Clarkson
bands.
be that way? Because Reba did that duet with her.
I don't think Kelly Clarkson's country, but
No.
I know some dudes who are like
Collaborations is not the
hard
same
like
as
rock. They were in hard
crossovers.
rock bands and metal bands, and now they play country. They're like in some big time country bands because they got kids and they got to buy groceries. And heavy metal does not pay the bills. But you can go play guitar for some
the bills,
bro
y'all.
country where they're
Yes.
selling out frickin' arenas, and you can play with your giant dreadlocks and your PRSs and rip out some country licks and get paid.
Truth.
So I know there are some musicians, but that's not who people, they're not the guy on the microphone. But I know a couple of dudes who are like super metal.
Do
And
you
then-
guys know?
And then they got gigs playing for country people because it paid good. I like to get paid.
Do you guys know?
Anybody, y'all tell us down below.
You let us know.
Any crossover artists that y'all know of that we should check out. So, and that was the final question. So excited. Now we're going to go have
Woo-hoo.
diet ice cream and diet root beer.
Yes. We're going to go to Berkshire's to try to find some Little Debbie's Christmas trees.
And I'm going to get you some low-calorie almond milk eggnog
Yes.
that if you put some fat-free, sugar-free vanilla pudding in it and blend it in a blender, it tastes like real eggnog.
There you go.
We're going to do that right
There
now.
you go.
All right. Thank you guys so much. If you have a question for next week, leave it below. And if you have a comment that might turn into a song, leave it below. It can't be 7,000 words because we're not going to sing that. It's got to be, sweet spot,
Couple sentences.
1.5
is fine.
sentences might make it into next week's song of the day, comment of the day song. And if you watch this entire video from the beginning to the end, we got a secret hashtag for you.
Yay!
And type that with your comment or question by itself, and we will know you watched this whole video. It's a little game we like to play. Hashtag of the day. Only legends may participate in this game, and it is hashtag.
Eggnog.
Ooh, I like this one. Hashtag eggnog biscuits. That's what's up. Hashtag eggnog. And stay tuned for more videos. We'll see you in the next one. Subscribe if you want an RA Music t-shirt. Links down in the description down below. Go get you an RA Music cuppy cup or hoodie or some leggings or some socks or a t-shirt, and treat yourself for Christmas. Treat yourself with some RNA swaggity swag so we can treat ourselves to some eggnog.
Yes.
We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Keep the music alive. Don't
Oh.
forget it. Music needs you, and you need the music.
Until next time, keep the music alive.
Don't forget it.
The music needs you.
And you need the
And we
music.
need to keep it alive for the next generation
Yes.
of eggnog lovers. So obsessed with nog, I forgot to sign off.
I know. My goodness. Look
Said
at you.
eggnog.
Yes.
Said Chris Stapleton voice.
Yes. No, it's the songs.
Songs.
It's not necessarily his voice. Oops.
The lyrics.
Yes. It's good songs. Good writtens. Good writings, not writtens. Sounds like good riddance.
Good riddance, Chris Stapleton. You're not coming over to my house.
Sorry, guy.